A lot of these songs just be R&B songs, and they instead of singing about the girl, they're singing about God.
Yeah, these songs it just be melodic, cute ways to say, "Hey, can I fuck you?" That's all it really be.
But now it's, hey, can I praise you?
I ain't gonna lie though. Shout out That's if I'm even hungry at the time. But all right. Are we recording?
Yes.
And welcome to another episode of the Hold It Down podcast. I'll be your host. Say Quan the Don, Wonton Quan, Guantanamo Bay. You know what I'm saying? Married my bay. You feel me? You see the ring right here. Blinging in your face. Biatch. You know what I'm saying? Out here with it. Tie-dye shirt. Looking real colorful. Here with my co-host.
You already know what it is. Your main man, the Untitled Bloodbath, back at it again. Here at the Hold Down podcast. Still in the kitchen. Still talking.
Whipping the babies. You feel me?
Sure. This is a Hold Down podcast. It's like hip-hop and battle rap culture as a whole. You already heard from my co-host, the great Teflon Quan himself.
You dig?
Yeah. I figured you'd enjoy that nickname. He's all, hey, this sounds like a good thing.
Sounds like something I can too. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Exactly. So we was off for like a week because I had to go to town, and then Quan was sick. So then
I had crack to sell. You feel me? So
that's not what I said, but I mean whatever. So yeah, now we back at it. So what did we miss? We missed the semifinals of UM. So we got to catch up on that. And then
no mustard.
We also, I think we missed. Yesterday. I don't know if you knew, there was another Straight to It event from RBE out here in Atlanta.
Okay.
So the Straight to It 3 already they were reported yesterday. I mean, it was actually a free event. I wasn't gonna go, but it was a free event. And I was like, you know what I'm saying, just pull up. It started at 11 in the afternoon. Ain't no telling when them niggas got finished rapping.
Ain't no telling, especially in the Atlanta crowd that tends to be one of the not favorite crowds, at least from this podcast.
They're getting better because all the Straight to It, the RBE battles we watched lately, they was all filmed right here in Atlanta. So like Atlanta crowds are slowly getting better. Maybe
because they actually got straight to it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of all the bullshit and fluff that make niggas start nigging. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, you can turn some pretty civilized niggas into you know what I'm saying, nigga moments if you have excess heat, if niggas is waiting too long, you know what I'm saying? If or just niggas stepping on shoes excessively.
Yeah, because the first
don't have somebody throw a chair.
I hope not, because it's gonna lead to a whole nigga moment.
It's gonna turn into a brawl.
But even I feel like the most annoying crowd recently was the first day of Ultimate Madness Round 5 when they had the whole crowd there. But after that, they calmed down. They calmed down some after that.
Yeah. Everybody gotta calm down sometime.
I hope so.
You feel me?
But yeah, anyway, show's broken up into a couple parts. We usually start with hip hop shenanigans, aka Quan's favorite part of the show.
That's what I do.
Then we do our actual battle review, and then we do our artist of the week and closing remarks and anything else random that pops in our heads at the last couple minutes of the show.
Word up! And while we're at it, shout out to God.
Always.
Word. That's it. That's the bar.
Okay. I thought you was going into a praise report. I thought there was a testimony coming after that, but
Hey, I'm alive. That's the testimony right there.
I'm still alive.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
I got you. All right. So I got news. I didn't tell him the news in advance because it's easier if I just don't tell you. You just react live.
For sure. One note before we get started. Shout out to all the Christian TikTokers out there. The Christian like rappers out there making TikTok songs. We as two folks that have literally grew up in the church, I've definitely had my own opinions and stigmas with like Christian rap and Christian music.
He hates
with a passion.
He doesn't get it. That's what I told him.
At all.
Bro, this is backwards. He doesn't even like gospel music. I told him I don't know how you not like gospel.
I've liked some, but
I was like, the first time I asked this nigga and he's like, nah, I don't really like gospel music like that. I was like, why? He said all the songs are about the same person. And I told him that makes no sense because all the rappers rap about the same thing. And he said, but it's different though.
I just hated that I could literally take I could
not.
take a secular song and just take out some of the words and make it God, Jesus, Holy Ghost, and all of a sudden it's a gospel song.
Yeah, it works. Most of these gospel songs be love songs, but they just replace their girl with God. That's
a fact.
It just be R&B songs,
especially especially, and I'm not even talking about the R&B songs of today because y'all niggas don't even know R&B. These just melodic ways of asking, "Can I fuck you?"
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean the actual songs that are like R&B, like, "Hey, there's some emotion involved. Like, I actually like you, and I'm singing about it. But maybe we're going through some shit. You know what I'm saying? You take out one of the words and then take out girl and make it God. Oh, that's a gospel song
immediately.
I ain't gonna lie. Niggas one time when we was in class, in Bible study, they played somebody singing over or re-singing Music Soul Child's Love song, Love. And when I tell you, I know that song because I was listening to Music Soul Child heavy at that moment. When I listened to all the lyrics, I was like, he didn't switch one lyric. It was clean for God. I'm like, he didn't switch one word, my nigga. Like, we just had to listen to it with a different intention. But I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, but a lot of these songs just be R&B songs, and they instead of singing about the girl, they're singing about God.
Yeah, these songs, it just be melodic, cute ways to say, hey, can I fuck you? That's all it really be.
But now it's, hey, can I praise you? You know, it's different. That's all it is.
Now, I ain't gonna lie though. Shout out to, I forget what church did this, but there was a church that did like kind of a medley of Kurt Franklin songs. There was one joint when they got to Melodies from Heaven. They switched up the beat and made it the Lil Kim Crush on You beat. So when that hit me, as soon as I heard it, I was like doo 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 Melodies from Heaven. Yo, that hit. I wish they made it a full song. Because it was like maybe just the hook a little bit.
Have you ever heard New Orleans bounce gospel music?
I've heard that too. That is fire.
Yeah, that's good. If you ain't never heard New Orleans bounce gospel music, I'm telling you, it hits.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. There's only one thing that may cross the line. I've heard some people try to make gospel songs in the drill music. That's a line even I won't cross.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Because the problem is,
sound decent, but then it's just like, who are you sliding on? The devil?
And the problem is,
Satan? Satan them?
And the problem is, I've heard the beat sound good. But of course, when the beat sound good, what's gonna happen? A nigga gonna rap on it, and you know who was rapping on it? some niggas that are still killing niggas in the Bronx. them niggas ganged up on that beat, and I was like, nah, son, nah, I can't get jiggy with this. This is too far. This is too far for me. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the Zach Fox freestyle.
Zach Fox gets 100% support from this side of the podcast. Whatever he does, I support it. I support everything about it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because Jesus is the one.
Christian, but shoot you in the face.
If you ain't a Christian, I'm gonna hit you with this cake, bro. That was so freaking fire, bro. But you better praise God, or I'm gonna shoot a nets on God. I ain't playing by my Lord and Savior. I'm on my job. If you ain't a Christian, I'm gonna smack you in the face. If you ain't a Christian, I'm gonna hit you with this cake. Hey, I bet you somebody brought themselves over to the Lord that day.
Oh yeah,
they didn't want to get hit with the cake.
Jesus,
I don't.
is the one.
You feel me? I ain't trying to get hit with the K. Why you think I act right for my wife? She gonna hit me with the K and the rest of the alphabet, right, baby?
So yeah,
y'all can't hear because of the filter, but she said yeah. For context, she didn't say a thing to me. She totally ignored me, but then said "ha" when I was talking about her and capped on live. But yeah, marriage life. Let's get to this topic.
All right, so news. We called this.
Yeah.
All right, we was ahead of the curve on something.
Mm-hmm.
We been said that Midnight Madness is gonna fall apart.
The first sign was definitely with Mr. Sue Surf.
Mm-hmm. Because he was mad.
Over a little shit.
He was mad that Jack Boy Maine was still friends with Cuban. We already documented how Sue Surf does not like Cuban. Mm-hmm. Cool. Now it's official.
Yeah.
Midnight Madness is no more. Jack Boy been out doing interviews saying that he's done. He's no longer part of it. And also, Billy out on the Dono, Bill Collector also said he's done with Midnight Madness. He can't see his work not getting credit for his work. Apparently, Jack Boy, Bill Collector, and Surf are like the officials for it, and they run it. Mm-hmm. But they said somehow Surf snaked it to where Surf still has full 100% ownership of it all. and he don't even be the one like doing it all. So
I'd imagine so, because I didn't even know. Like, I knew his name was attached to it, but I never saw him as this is his shit. It's not like he's Remy Ma with Chrome 23.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't go. Yeah, that's sad to see. I ain't gonna lie. It's sad to see. It's sad to see that, like, even when I don't want to say when the slaves was running the slave ship, but when the niggas that were the workers finally get a boss position, they still do boss shit, and that's not a compliment. They do shit that it's basically just people your own color doing the same shit that the white man gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is the white man might actually make it nicer. The white man might pay you on time. You know what I'm saying? That's the fuck. I had to deal with that. That hurts. That hurts so much. It's like, damn, nigga, even my own mans would do it to me. But at least with the white man might pay me on time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of getting paid on time,
that's crazy.
Bill Collector announced he's starting his own league called Sudden Death Battle, and he already got a TV deal for it on a black-owned TV network called Zash. They're like a newer network, but at least the network will be on Apple TVs, Fire Sticks, and Roku's. I guess niggas can download it and watch on their TVs and stuff. So
I'm about to say, with a name like Zash, that shit sounds funny as hell, but niggas making deals, and who knows? We talking about this shit now, a year from now.
You never know. Like, you got to get in somewhere. Kind of like all the
Do you believe
reality TV shows is on Zeus.
For sure.
And I don't watch them, but they seem to be working for Zeus. Like, all the clips I see from that channel is something reality TV show based. Yeah. But people watching it apparently. So.
And the shit got so real, nigga. Netflix got hella reality shows. Mm-hmm. Them niggas putting shit. My wife be watching that shit. The hella dating shows and whatnot. Like, they got a bunch of them.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean? Game shows, all that.
He found a network. You know, he worked on a deal, and it's like, it's crazy. All Surf had to do was treat niggas right, and they probably would have been able to finesse this deal for Midnight Madness. But I don't know, because I know Midnight Madness was somehow attached to Smack, so they might not be able to get that deal because of the caffeine deal.
That's why it really sucks that a lot of niggas, if they want to prosper, they really just got to do shit by themselves and by themselves only. Because it just seems like you said, all Surf had to do was just treat niggas right, and shit would have went right. But it's just funny how, you know, when niggas get positions of power, they can still fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it is what it is, bro. So it was nice while it lasted, I guess.
Yeah, because like they wasn't even living up to everything it was supposed to be. Because it was supposed to be way more title defenses. The only person really defending that title regularly was Snake Eyes, and we ain't even talked about what happened to your boy Snake Eyes.
He definitely.
What did you want to talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
Your boy Snake Eyes lost his belt to Stumbles
again.
This time legally. This time
verbally.
Yeah. This time it was under the rules of how you're supposed to lose it.
he got stomped out with words.
Yeah. This time he lost to Stumbles, and then Stumbles said, "I don't want it," and he gave it back.
He hit him with the barbershop.
Yeah. I don't want it. Snake Eyes gave the belt back. Snake Eyes said, Stumbles, I don't even want this shit, and gave the belt back to Midnight Madness. So now Snake Eyes is supposed to have a battle again soon to become the interim champ, to win his belt back again from nobody, because he lost to Stumbles, and Stumbles said, "I don't even want this shit. This don't mean nothing to me. I already beat you twice." Snake Eyes, he's in a bad place as far as I'm concerned, because Stumbles is, if you let Screets tell it, he's now a 2-time champ. He's now a 2-time hardcore champ.
That nigga 2-0.
If you think about it,
that nigga 2-0.
How does that make you feel about your boy Snake Eyes out here?
What makes it worse is I want to take back everything I said about Snake Eyes, because we regard Stumbles as one of the worst rappers we review.
We really do.
On the thing. The only person that came for him was Shaq. I have yet to see anything to change my opinion on Stumbles.
Now, I haven't watched the battle yet. I was out of town and stuff, so I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna let y'all know. Everybody's saying that Stumbles actually did good, because I saw on I was watching Swave and Ike over there on Restore Order. They was like, yo, Stumbles, when he doesn't stumble, is actually good. They said, but that nigga, he just always stumbles.
So he gotta change his name then.
To what? Doesn't stumble?
I don't know. Consistent or some shit. I don't know. They have a fucking battle rapper named Kitchen Clean. Pick some name. All right. Your name don't even gotta make no sense.
This nigga named Reverse Live. So yeah.
Okay. Listen, anybody in our audience, if y'all are some battle rappers, please, cut it out with the fucking names. All right, because y'all names is bugging out. All right, because y'all trying to get me tight. Y'all bugging out with these fucking names. I thought the worst was when a nigga named himself Kitchen Clean. I can't even take a nigga serious named Kitchen Clean. You know what I'm saying? If Drake changed his name right now to Kitchen Clean or some bullshit like that, I might not listen to that album. And I'm hoping it's just a phase. You know what I'm saying? If he changed his name to Honestly Nevermind, I might not listen to that album. Side note, I haven't listened to it. I've heard a lot of bad things about it, but I'm still gonna listen to it.
I mean, I haven't listened to it yet, but I haven't listened to his last album yet either.
You're not really a Drake fan, and if anything, this album is.
I know I'm not gonna like because everybody's saying this is more of a house type of album, and I'm not really into house music.
You just might want to check the track he has with 21 Savage. That one is
21.
That one's a regular. I ain't gonna lie, yo. I wouldn't be mad if there was a Drake and 21 little EP because they definitely have collabed a lot, and
I'm down for that.
Even though we know we don't see Drake as a street rapper, Drake kind of gets some street bars off and still somehow makes it somewhat not like okay, what you doing? You trying to act tough around 21, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It comes out good every time. They haven't missed yet, so hey, I would like that. Just a little idea to throw out there since niggas do collab tapes like it's nothing.
They do, and
those are two niggas that are rich. I don't think the labels are telling them what to do. They decide what the fuck they want to do.
It's also true.
You know what I mean? And still condolences to Metro Boomin if he's ever down to work again. He could produce it. It ain't gotta be Savage Mode 3, but if stepping on niggas, imagine stepping on niggas with Drake on it. Now I know you don't care about Drake being on it, but that would just give it the proper respect, and it
probably would.
It would get a video, it would get on radio, and the world would hear stepping on niggas how it needs. It would get the proper respect.
It's just such a good song.
Stepping on niggas. Stepping on niggas. It's so fire, bro. So fire.
I wish more people would make songs that like legit sound like 80s rap songs.
I would, yeah, because it's so simple, but it's because it's just 80s. It's just like it hits hard, like every time. Them because they rhymed simple as shit back then, but it was just like you knew they wasn't bullshitting, so the shit still sounded hard. Listen to any Eazy-E song. You think that nigga lyrical? Barely, but that all them joints is bops though. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna say Eazy-E weak. No. You know what I'm saying? The rhymes were simple, and nigga said he didn't even write his shit.
He did not.
He's still a legend. He's still a fucking legend because he knew how to deliver that shit. So yeah, but yeah, maybe one day I'll hear stumbles and he won't stumble, and then we'll get some respect on his name in this podcast. But today ain't that day. All right, and Snake Eyes. I don't even know what to say about you. I don't know how to feel about you right now because you losing was not in the repertoire. Like I did not think that was gonna happen at all. I'm thoroughly confused. I'm so just befuddled.
If you think about it, now again it's only gonna get worse. Now didn't he lose his belt twice now?
Bro, you can't lose to a nigga physically and verbally.
Nah, cause
you gotta have one.
Or was the belt not on the line in his battle against Twerk? Because remember,
it wasn't on the line. Twerk. Just Twerk decimate. Twerk is gonna always win though. If Twerk don't stumble, then he always is gonna win most of the time.
So like, I feel like he battled Twerk for the belt, but he still somehow had the belt. So did he lose to Twerk too? But then Twerk didn't win it also. Like, I don't know.
I think what happened was, if there's officials involved in belt movement, since Stumbles didn't win it in the actual bout, I guess Snake Eyes was able to go home with the belt because
no. The Stumble situation the first time is different because Stumbles didn't beat him with words the first time. I'm talking about
he beat him with hands.
Yeah, I'm talking about when Snake Eyes battled Twerk
and maybe a stick,
but somehow Snake Eyes was still the champ after that battle, which we all agreed that he lost.
Yeah, I don't know. They doing their own politics. And that battle was on Midnight Madness, right?
It was the Midnight Madness official battle.
Well, Midnight Madness over with, so we ain't got to worry about this shit now.
Bill Collector was in the background, like in the battle.
Well, it is what it is. Maybe that's another reason why the league went under. Nigga, they didn't even know the politics they were talking about.
They had a whole set of rules or something like you had to defend. Like everybody had to defend their belt like within 60 days, like consistently. Yeah, wasn't nobody doing that shit. Yeah. So it was. The stuff that like they had lofty ideas, and like I liked the belt structure. I liked all of that. I liked the teams. All that stuff was cool. It was just too much drama and politics going on with it. And that's what really messed it up.
That's why somebody else is gonna come along and have their own league, and they're gonna take all your ideas and do it the right way, and then you're gonna be sitting there going to 15 minutes of fame talking about, oh yeah, well I had that idea first. Well, maybe if you didn't try to fuck around with the fuck around, you would have been able to keep that idea.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? It don't take much to just get along with niggas. It really don't. Like that shit is annoying because we want battle rap niggas to get money. We want y'all to be. We want. Like, no disrespect to Smack. We love URL, love Smack. We don't want Smack to be such a reigning champion with everything. We'd like niggas to be getting money all across the board and be able to have, you know, some battle rappers have come up stories and have documentaries and have just all kind of ill shit going on in the culture. But niggas also got to act right and come together. And that's why I feel like it seems like only when niggas branch off by themselves and do a league, it goes right. You know, I think Bullpen is still kind of going on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal shit was popping at one time. He definitely got a bunch of joints that got views, a nice amount of views. You know what I'm saying? Bill Collector signing a deal with somebody. You know what I mean? Other niggas gonna have leagues. I think even doesn't Geechee Gotti have a league?
Yeah, he does have a league. That's what we watched his battle with A-Ward. That league is
so he's
what's that shit called? I know what it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head, but Geechee has a league, and they got some good production quality over there.
Yeah, so it's like niggas gonna like niggas doing the right thing, but it would be nice if multiple niggas can come together and you know make a perfect conglomerate like that. Which it seemed like Midnight Madness was starting off really well at one time. You know what I mean? We even got Remy Ma with Chrome 23. You know what I'm saying? Like things is looking up. Just you know, niggas also got to act right. You know what I mean? Niggas can't be out here slurping niggas and whatnot, trying to. Niggas can't be out here slurping trying to get their position in the culture and whatnot. You know what I mean? Niggas got to really earn that shit. You know what I mean? Oh, you thought the slurping was done? Nah, nigga. Bro.
I forgot about that.
The bad part is I wanted to finish the joke, but I had to leave that shit alone because it just wasn't going to feel right. Like, there was no way I could finesse saying, like, oh, you thought the slurping was done? Nah, he ain't come yet. Like, there's no way to make that shit cool.
I'm moving on now. So, another major thing in hip-hop that happened that we didn't get to talk about yet was XXL Freshman list drop.
Yeah, and there was no slurping on that one either. I got to re-see the list. I did see the list of people that was on there. It makes sense. I'm not mad at this list, actually.
I think this was the best list they've had in years. Yeah. Or maybe this is just one of them years where because I know the artists, I feel like this is a good year. Yeah. Because there's been years I don't know none of them niggas. And I'd be like, all right, maybe it's just me. But like this year, I like this list. So I'm going to go through it. Yeah. Nardo Wick. I fuck with Nardo Wick. He's been putting out good shit.
Side note, I know you know that Nardo Wick actually has a feature with Elvis Presley.
I did hear about that.
That is crazy. Random as shit. Happy for Nardo because he's definitely he's more than just that what the fuck is that guy? Like, he actually can rap. He might have a long sustaining career. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with Nardo.
Doechii. I've seen her name. I'm not familiar with her work though.
Doechii is the newest signee to TDE. Cool. She had a little career beforehand. And she's kind of like a unique sound, so I respect that. You know, she's one of those like you can't really say she sounds like anybody. Which, while we love the resurgence of female hip hop out here, they can sound alike. True. Like I can't look at Randy Rucci and not think Lotto, honestly. And maybe that might sound fucked up to say, but I know Lotto songs, and Lotto's been out here earning her stripes and doing her thing, getting awards and whatnot. Shout out to Lotto. I don't know what Randy Rucci does.
Randy Rucci, I've heard of her. I heard her a couple years ago, actually.
Yeah, and shit, I heard Lotto a few years ago too.
True.
You know what I mean? So,
but
who else?
Sofago. This was one of the names I didn't know.
I've heard the name. I think he caught a hit last year, but I forget the name. I think he's really popular on SoundCloud. Okay, he's one of those.
Babyface Ray.
Listen. We like Detroit hard gangster music around here, and Babyface Ray is definitely the face of that right now.
Yep. Babyface Ray, like I know, like I've heard him on songs, but I never listened to him by himself. But like I know he be around. Like I see his name a lot. So like he earned this. Callie
is the one that does the She's the one popular on TikTok. Damn near almost has her own style just because of that like whispering style.
Yeah, I heard her. Yeah, I've seen her before, And I heard her on that song with Enchantress. Well, I mean Enchanting. My bad. Enchantress is a comic book character.
And Enchanting is a weird name for a person. For a person being named a verb is kind of weird. But hey, she doing her own thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I could see Callie being there, even though I haven't really heard her drop anything recently. And the thing kind of did happen like earlier a few months ago, but it might still be popping. She might still be out here. So what do I know? You know what I mean? Casey, I've seen the name. I haven't heard a song from.
I don't know.
But I'll give him this respect. Out of all the people we've heard and seen that have been freshmen and they do the freestyle thing, he had a unique idea of having a choir with him while he rapped. Just for creativity on that, I fucks with it. Mm-hmm. He got my respect. Okay. It don't take much to do something different sometimes. Or it don't take much to just be like, you know what? Everybody usually does like this. What can I do to be different, but also not force it? Not like do too much. You know what I'm saying? Let me add a choir to my shit. I'll just rap to them. So I fucks with that. He got my attention.
Coach East,
he was the one that had he had a popular song on TikTok.
I've seen the name. I never listened to him though.
Yeah, he's okay. He's one of them people. He's kind of like a Made in Tokyo. He has absolutely zero lyrical value at all. But the songs you can turn the fuck up to. You could definitely turn up to his music. His shit is alright. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the joint he's known for, or his most popular joint, is actually a pretty decent joint. Beats fire, all that. So
now we're getting into names where I know these niggas. Big 30.
The Big 30. You know what I'm saying? Big CEO. You know what I'm saying?
That's my dog.
Chopper Gang. You know what I'm saying?
30? I know 30.
We know 30.
I know 30. I listen to his music.
You know what I'm saying?
He earned that spot. I'm saying Shicey was on the other list, 30 on this one, and Scar on this one too. Shout out to Big Scar.
You know what
he
I'm saying?
Also a freshman.
Big Scar. We vote with Big 30 and Big Scar around here. You know what I'm saying?
Ken the Man. I know her too. I like her name.
I've heard the name. Never really heard no songs from her.
She's good.
But yeah,
she's good. I've heard her before. I've heard her stuff before. No, she's good. She's another one that like I don't want to say she's not like another Megan, but she's a good rapper. She's a good rapper. It's just she happened. That the popular thing is to have the women be sexual, but she's a genuinely good rapper.
Like I said, it's a resurgence of women rapping out here, and niggas can say that they sound alike, but it's just because there's a lower number because a lot of rap niggas sound alike.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just women find a formula and the shit work.
It's working.
And the shit be hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
The songs be fire. So
I agree.
I'm not mad at it at all.
You want to talk about hard songs? You gotta talk about my dog Saucy Santana.
Yo,
I was happy as shit when I saw this nigga say.
Because that nigga caught 3 certified hits.
The nigga's good.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't care what niggas say. That nigga's a good rapper.
Listen, if you hating on Saucy Santana,
rapper,
you just manage yourself.
Yeah.
And Material Girl, like that nigga stay on my timeline with the TikTok songs. Don't be hating. I see you smiling over. Don't be hating.
That nigga's a good rapper, bro.
What was it? So it was Material Girl, and then Let Me See You Walk.
That's a good song.
Which I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know if niggas know that's a diss to there's another
you making diss tracks? Anybody tell you he's making diss tracks?
That's a diss track to a popular I wanna say this right too, because it's an LGBT.
Oh, you're gonna say something wrong.
It's a popular person that's in the LGBT that they were beefing, but this person's in a wheelchair. So they don't know.
You talking about Roland Ray?
Yeah, I think that's the person. I don't know the person's name.
Oh yeah,
they were
I know that nigga. I saw him on Divorce Court.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he was in there being dramatic.
I did not know.
Everything else to see him is just as funny.
I did not know. But yeah, I think that was.
I don't know Roland Ray. He be out and about in these streets. He be in all the mess.
He wear a wig too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wig.
Yeah, that's the right person. But yeah, I think they were beefing at one time, and that song was really a diss track. Damn. But because it was actually a bop, it kind of got bigger than that. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know that you could talk, but you talking about that shit. But let me see if you could walk, baby, walk. Go ahead, walk. Oh, you about to use the bathroom? Damn. All right.
Why you say that all into the mic? You know the whole show. All these asides you doing is like, nigga.
I thought she was about to walk. I was about to be excited. I want to see my baby walk.
Anyway,
but yeah, and then,
I don't care what nobody say.
It was Walk, Material Girl, and there's a third one. I'm not remembering right now, but Saucy Santana definitely deserved a spot.
Oh yeah,
3 certified hits already.
He's good.
Got the streets on lock.
And last but not least, Baby Tron, a rapper I just started listening to recently.
Listen, we already listened. How you gonna slide, bitch? Your car did. Just from that line already, Baby Tron deserves a spot. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah. Now I'll say out of people on this list, as far as ability, I don't think he's one of the best rappers at all, but he's entertaining.
He's entertaining.
I've
really,
listened to his song. I've listened to a couple of his songs before, and none of them are like lyrically great, but like he's entertaining.
Listen, that's all you got to really do is find a way to be entertaining, and you get your spot. You know what I'm saying? And be consistently entertaining. Don't get beat up out here. Don't say no dumb shit, and you'll be all right.
Just try your best not to get your chain snatched. Also,
yeah. And even then, if you get your chain snatched, just don't act like you tough. You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. No, never. I ain't gonna say that. That'll
leave it alone.
I shouldn't say that. But yeah, just don't. If you don't play like you tough and some tough shit happens to you, then niggas gonna be like, hey, niggas gonna laugh at you, but they'll be like, well, what did you expect? Like he never claims to be tough, so you don't get no points for that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna wait for the next joint. Now, if it keeps on happening to you though, you might be in trouble because then niggas just can't look at you and respect you at that point.
Niggas gonna get way. If niggas get comfortable robbing you regularly, it's something wrong.
Yeah, I mean I'm praying for Freddie Gibbs. I don't want nothing to happen to him because niggas are starting to not be with the music at this point. Like it's like all right, because I ain't gonna lie, I listen to some of this shit. I love his shit. And I'm like, he really do sound really tough on these records. So it's like, it's really hard to look at him tough when it's like, it's been multiple occasions and niggas putting paws on him. You know what I'm saying? Like multiple occasions. Like, you know, listen, y'all lead us to believe that gangsters can't even take no L's. Mad niggas have thrown their lives away just from losing one fist fight or some shit. So when we see you get beat up multiple times and you still gonna be on your track talking like you'll do something, it makes it non-believable, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then I also don't want to see a man throw away his life trying to prove something to niggas that really don't mean nothing to him if he really just, you know, sits back and think about it. Plus, these niggas in his 30s at this point. You know what I'm saying? Freddie Gibbs worked hard for his spot. I've been listening to Freddie Gibbs when he was out here making joints with Currency and whatnot and trying to figure it out, trying to get respect, trying to be a freshman and all that good stuff. Hey, baby. How you doing?
We're still recording the show.
I'm gonna talk to my wife, all right? Hey, audience out there, yo, don't be afraid to ever like shout out your wife or talk good to your wife. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I wear this ring proudly, all right? So F this nigga. You feel me? But anyway, yeah.
You didn't know what you was talking about though, boy.
Saucy Santana.
No, you wasn't even talking about. You was talking about Freddie Gibbs. You was in a whole rant about Freddie Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs.
I wasn't even talking.
Hey, Freddie Gibbs should get married. He might avoid some of his problems. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Freddie Gibbs too. I am excited for another album from. I think he has a movie coming out too. I might watch it because it looks like some shit that he wouldn't be. You wouldn't think he would be a part of, but when you see him in it, like he kind of fits at the same time. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And if you watch, I know you don't watch videos, but some of his last few videos have like had him in like the wilderness or like in like a farm setting. So that's kind of what the movie is kind of like. You know what I mean? It's an interesting thing. It's like one of the things like Freddie's doing this, but then when you see it and he's kind of playing it well, you're like, okay, something different. So, you know, just check it out. Freddie Gibbs movie, I'm sure it will come up.
Okay,
but yeah, shout out to Freddie Gibbs and shout out to this list. I actually like this list.
I like this list too.
I'm not mad at this list at all.
Yeah. So I went back. Well, have they released all the freestyles already? Right? Because I haven't went to watch the freestyles yet. I just looked at the list. Usually by now I would have watched all the freestyles. I haven't seen nothing about the ciphers yet.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't checked ciphers or freestyle videos for the freshmen in a long time because the thing is not, the goal is not to be lyrical anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of pointless.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? At least like before they would have somebody that would like even some of the worst lists would be like, you know, there'd be like maybe 2 or 3 people that we know would kill it. You know, like not to say this is the last time, but like just the point went out there is like when, you know, the list that had Chance the Rapper and Vic Mensa on there. Mm-hmm. Well, they do what they do, but we also know above all these niggas can rap. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When Kendrick was on it, we know that nigga can rap. You know what I'm saying? Even Vince, I ain't gonna lie, Vince Staples, like, I don't know what he was on, or maybe if I'm not listening to him or something, but I feel like his freestyle, his freshman bars, with all the bars he dropped for him getting the cover on the freshman, the XXL freshman, were just some of the best verses I've ever heard from him. Mm. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, yo, he's on he cares. Like he was on a different level with this. Yeah. He's so nonchalant, you wouldn't know that he cares about shit, but like he killed those tracks, you know what I'm saying? So for real. But shout out to the freshman list. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. We hope y'all do some fire shit with it.
I hope so, because there's a lot of niggas who make the list and then we don't hear from them again.
That is unfortunate.
It's happening more.
It's almost
and
like
more.
a curse.
Because the niggas is like they're getting worse and worse. So key.
Yeah, this shit crazy. Like, you never know who too, because it'll be a nigga that caught a hit that blew up crazy. Where's 24 karat golden? Where's that nigga at?
Yeah.
He caught a mess. He went from us not knowing who he was to like, okay, now you know who the fuck I am because I caught a number one, my nigga. And all of a sudden now, gone. Like I don't even see features. I don't. That nigga letting
maybe he made so much money. He like I don't gotta do this no more.
I doubt that.
I don't gotta be in people's face.
Not off one. Not off one. So. It was a hit. It was number one, but it wasn't massive. You know what I'm saying? Nigga letting Kid Leroy take all his fans. And Kid Leroy's alright. You know
I've only seen Kid Leroy. I've never listened to Kid Leroy.
His music alright. He was kind of like you know, he was a dramatic. It's gonna sound stupid, but like he made like good dramatic white boy music, and now that he's kind of got some money, got some fans, he's kind of more in the pop lane. But everything he does it well. There's a reason why Lil Baby ain't rapping no more. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Lil Baby is not rapping, and if he keeps on finding niggas like this, we ain't never gonna get another verse from that nigga. That nigga's done with us. All right, that nigga's done with a booth, which is unfortunate because I was excited for Free Crack 4. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Bibby was at his best, and I was like, oh, this next one gonna slap. And then you know, Juice WRLD came around. He said, "Fuck am I rapping for, nigga?"
Made no sense.
You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Juice WRLD.
But shout out to Bibby.
Shout out to Bibby. You know what I mean? And fuck it. Shout out to G Herbo too. Just for the cause. We fuck with G Herbo.
I fuck with G Herbo heavy. You
know what I'm saying? But yeah. So
I think we're gonna do it for hip hop shenanigans this week.
I'm gonna say no more news topics.
Nah, that's enough for that.
Yeah, because I only know one more thing to talk about, and it's in the range of things that we try to talk about.
Cool. So we're gonna get into our actual battle of the week. This week's battle.
Bam.
Rum Nitty versus Danny Myers.
Bar God. Oh, you thought it was gonna change? No, nigga. We still like the Kumite over here. I wish I had a button for that. The way them niggas definitely remember. They kept on having a dang sound effect every time somebody said Kumite. This shit was hilarious, bro. This shit was hilarious. Shout out to the Boondocks, man.
That's the Boondocks.
I would love for that show to come back, but you know, while it was great while it lasted, bro.
Yeah. It's no need to bring it back. They were trying, but go and let it go.
Yeah, because we also don't want to destroy the legacy of it.
Nope.
Which can happen when you try too much.
Yeah. So this battle was the headlining battle from To Live and Die in L.A. Mm-hmm. That was the event they had out there in Cali.
Shout out to Tupac.
Yeah, I love that song. Quan's heard me singing that song a bunch all over the house, and he's like, "You're not from there," but that's like, I still love the song.
To live and die in LA, there's no place to be.
Yeah, that's my shit. So this battle was very highly anticipated. Mm-hmm. You know, Rum Nitty is Rum Nitty. Mm-hmm. Danny Myers is Danny Myers. And,
Bar God.
And he's been on a crazy run lately. So like, niggas was like, look, bro, Danny finally is
Bar God.
Danny finally ascended.
Bar God. You said his name twice.
Now it's like, we need you to do the Rum Nitty rematch because apparently they battled before, and people were like, nah, but this is a different Danny.
Bar God.
So it had to happen.
I ain't gonna lie, this might be like because it ain't Bar God no more. It's the God. Mm-hmm. I have to make the face.
That is the same face he made.
I had to address it because I saw my wife looking at me, so I had to address. Yes, it's I had to make the face. It's what sells it. Mm-hmm. It's definitely what sells it.
I agree.
But yeah, and it was a good battle. I think it was a great battle. I think both of them did really well. They both stuck to what they do, but Danny Myers had the longest first round I've heard in a while. That first round was long as hell. It was like as long as you remember when Twerk came back after his car accident and he battled Jay Nightwing. And his first round was like 15 minutes. It was like that. It was a great first round. It was long as a motherfucker. It was definitely long.
And it made it even like, I know another thing about this battle is that they never turned the mics off when niggas was done rapping. so you could hear like niggas talking, but like like you could tell they wasn't like talking out loud. You was just talking like whisper to each other or like to their friends.
Yeah.
And usually they turn niggas mics off when they're not rapping. So like you could hear niggas being like, "Damn, it's long rap." Like, like you could hear like niggas like the shit niggas whisper to their friends during the round. Like, that's what made it funnier.
That's what happened. Maybe Smack didn't the check didn't clear, so he's like, "Nigga, I'm gonna be here, but I ain't giving 100%." You know what I'm saying? I ain't cutting the mic. I ain't cutting the mics off them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
That shit.
Fuck it.
Great battle though. If you haven't watched it yet, watch it. It's on the app. I have nothing but good things to say about this battle. Two niggas doing what they do at the highest level.
Yeah, top tier niggas doing top tier bars in a battle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Definitely. Two niggas that like I don't know where their primes are, because I ain't gonna lie, like Rum Nitty is a really consistent nigga. I don't know if his prime has passed or if he's still in it.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Myers, it might be hard to say. He might be in his prime now.
Yeah, I feel like he is. Yeah,
he's definitely ascending. Like this is like the time where like I feel like, you know, all that bar gosh shit he was talking, it's like deserving now. You know what I'm saying? Like he deserves all the titles he's given himself.
Yeah,
he's earned it, in my opinion.
Even though he's gonna remind you every other bar, I'm too cold. Yeah, he be doing that. JC be doing that same shit.
And I feel like it works for niggas, because I feel like that might be why JC, like, we don't understand why niggas love JC so much, but it's like if you deliver and then you talk shit while you deliver, it just makes it harder. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how Big K stayed in my mind, because when he was telling the other guy that you're fucking terrible, he was actually doing decent that day. Now if he was saying you're fucking terrible and he was terrible himself, I'd be like, this nigga wildin'.
Reading off the phone.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's what made it worse. I still had so much respect for the nigga that I condoned that shit.
You did.
I condoned that shit, bro. And I still kind of fuck with it, because I was like, the way he did it was so unapologetic. It's like, fuck it.
Speaking of battles on RBE, real quick.
Do you believe?
Jay Mills has been going at ARP, the guy over RBE. Have you heard about this?
No, I didn't.
Jay Mills been snapping on this nigga, saying, look, like, why you ain't have me back on your league no more? He said, all my battles, I did good. Why you ain't have me back on your league no more? But you had niggas reading off phones and shit. But you ain't have me on there. And
you got a point?
The streets is saying, nobody give a fuck about you, nigga. So
I'm about to say, because I thought Jay Mills was kind of starting to get a little respect in the battle rap league, because I think he came in when he first came in, he did terrible, just like all rap niggas that have ever been in the booth and had any success in it. Once you try to go back to battling, y'all niggas just is ass every time, and I don't understand. But I thought he had got some more battles in. Maybe he was starting to get his respect up, you know, like Reed did. You know what I'm saying? But apparently not. Nigga said, go write another Bedrock.
So yeah, he had a couple battles. He feel like he did good. He feel like he deserved another battle. Mm-hmm. And niggas is like, bro, don't nobody even watch your battles. So why would they keep booking you? That's what the streets is saying.
That's unfortunate, because if you don't got the numbers to prove it, you don't got the respect in the streets to prove it, you really can't talk no shit. And that's the bad part, because like niggas like Cuban can have arguments with Sue Surf, and I don't hear no person being like, yo, Cuban, shut the fuck up. Like, why are you even talking? But nigga like Jay Mills could be like, yo, how come you won't book me? Niggas like, nigga, I'm trying to see you battle, my nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny. But yeah, anyway, back to the battle at hand.
Wait for another Young Money compilation, nigga. How come Drake ain't ever give you a verse, nigga?
Rum Nitty started out the first round with some Tupac references.
Go open up for Tiger, nigga.
Those was hard.
Where's Chanel?
And then after that, Rum Nitty started doing a bunch of damn name flips of flipping letters around. All those name flips was hard.
Yeah, name flips was hard.
Yeah. The good thing I like about Rum Nitty is his rounds will be good, but he keeps them concise. Like, because his rounds are just so dense. Yeah. Like, almost everything he says is low-key a bar. And even if you miss it the first time you listen back to it, like, oh, damn, that was a bar too? Crazy. So I like how he say what he got to say, and he get in and he get out.
Is he part of EFB?
Yes, he is.
Oh, but he could, definitely.
He one of the founders.
Okay, but see, because he definitely deserves to be there.
Oh, yeah. He definitely, he one of the founders of EFB, him and Geechee.
Got you.
And he ended it off crazy with the have dominoes underground like Michelangelo. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. And then that was his first. Danny Myers started out with a good rebuttal.
Yeah.
And then there was a long ass round. There was some good shit in that long ass round. Because the infinite bar.
That one was fire. That one was fire. That was fire.
Crazy. That was like, in my opinion, that was one of the craziest bars of the whole battle.
Yeah. It was because it almost looked it was about to go left too. Because niggas was like, "Damn, nigga, you got an extender on extender." He's like, "Let's just say I got an infinite." Oh, like they was ready to be like, "Yo, this some bullshit." He's like, "Nah, I got this." So yeah, he capitalized over that shit.
Oh, it was good. It was
so
good. So then, yeah, that was his first. We get into the second. Nick started out with a decent rebuttal. And then he had a good round. And then, like, one of my favorite bars from that round was, they just don't get it until somebody dies. It's like inheritance. That was crazy. That was crazy to me. Yeah, Danny came out in the second, had a good round, a lot shorter, a lot more fucking reasonable of a round.
Yeah.
He didn't have a whole 15-minute long round again. He learned the lesson. He got all that shit out in the first. His second, his third was much more concise and reasonable. Nitty, good third. Nitty had 3 good rounds. Like, you know, it was Nitty. Nitty. That was pretty much all the highlights from the battle. And yeah, that had to add to that, Quan.
Nah, it's just two of the more consistent niggas just being consistent on another day. The only one that may be inconsistent is Danny Myers, but that's only because he battles so much that, like, there was a time, not even like it happens all the time, there was a time where he was starting to stumble a little bit because he kept battling too often. You know, he got a lot of kids to feed. So, you know, he gotta do what he gotta do. But he's only getting better. You know what I'm saying? Now I will say on this battle he didn't do no push-ups.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
He didn't have room. There was no room on that stage.
If a nigga would have cleared out everything just so you do push-ups, that would have been crazy. Nigga would be like, back up, pushing up daisies. Like, that would have been crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was everything that I feel like I wanted from these two. You know what I'm saying? It was. I will say it didn't blow my mind or nothing. It wasn't like a classic, but if I could say it's like 2 A+ battlers giving me an A to an A- performance.
They are who we thought they were. Yeah. They did what we expected from them.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like you saying it's not a classic. Are you saying that because they didn't do anything you didn't expect?
I think they definitely came on the levels that I expected they would. Like, I wasn't blown away by nothing, but at the same time I was very entertained. The bars was there, the energy was there. You know what I'm saying? But I think it also felt a little friendly, which sometimes those friendly battles can show. Like, I didn't feel like they were trying to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? But they were just trying to. They're so good. They're gonna get good bars off. Just neither person was trying to kill the next person, and I feel like I felt it. But like I said, since they're so good, it's still gonna be great shit, and they're both good enough that like the good shit and you know what I mean. Almost like this is like a tie to me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it felt like a tie.
I feel you. I feel the same way. I feel the exact same way.
It felt like a tie, but good battle though. Good battle nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the only reason I wouldn't call it a classic. But if somebody else calls it a classic, I'm not mad at that because it's everything you would want in the battle. You know what I'm saying? Good battlers, good bars. The crowd was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else could you ask for, really? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Ready to get into the scores?
The scores!
Crowd control.
I'm going to keep it real. You're probably going to know the direction I'm going. Give them both 4s.
Okay. I, too, gave them both 4s for crowd control. It was a good-sized crowd in there. It was a good amount of people.
I will say, though, I do feel like in the first rounds, things was kind of edged more towards Danny. And then I feel like as the battle went on, things kind of edged a little more towards Rum. But it was like enough that it was like even. Like, I don't feel like just because it ended with, in my opinion, edging towards Rum, I'm like, oh, he got that. It was like just, you know, it just felt really even.
Yeah, because this is a battle in Cali. That's where Danny's from. And then he had that long-ass first round. So we had more time to get the crowd on his side. So it's a different way to look at it.
Yeah,
I feel you on that.
Sure.
I feel you on that. Delivery.
again, these are two people that I love the deliveries. You know what I'm saying? They're always pretty consistent, unless like the only thing I hate from Rum Nitty is there's always a clear drop when he does the suicide. You do the job. I always feel I almost wish he would get rid of that shit because it almost throws everything off from me. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it makes it bad because I feel like the first time I watched him battle, he did this shit and it was awkward. You know, it was a small room battle, and it was like when he did the shit, I was like, I didn't even know that was a slogan because it just felt so out of nowhere or so like forced and weird to me at least. I could sound crazy, but you know. But other than that, the score I give him a 4. Danny Myers, also great delivery, love it. I gave him a 4.
I gave them both 5s on delivery. I think that they delivered to. I feel like the way that they rap specifically, their styles, the way I judge delivery is always, if I gave their lyrics to somebody else, could they perform them better? No.
It's not a bad critique.
Yeah, so I feel like that's that because everybody's style is different, you know.
So you're saying if Head Ice had those bars,
it would have been garbage. It would have been terrible. It would have been one of the worst. It wouldn't have been something I'm sitting here giving a glowing review to. I can tell you that. And no disrespect to Head Ice, it's just this isn't his style. You know, it's just this isn't the way he raps. Wolf. So
nigga, imagine Head Ice saying the rum nitty bar when he got shot. Yikes! I'm so cold. Then he died. We really slide. Like, imagine freaking Head Ice trying to say that shit. That should be crazy.
But yeah, I gave him both 5s for delivery.
Yeah. Haymakers. Rum Nitty, very consistent. One of the best out here. Bars on deck.
I love how you keep just like, I feel like you're saying the same thing every time. Like, every single time. You just say the same thing, and then you be like, and I gave him a 4.
Because I feel like at some point it's gonna sound like bullshit, but I'll be trying to condone the shit. But I really feel like they both can't, like, it's definitely nobody did no kind of 3 work.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I also wasn't blown away, and maybe that's because I have high expectations of these two.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, will say that I have high expectations of these two.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm kind of grading them on a hard scale because they are two people that have blown me away so many times.
Mm-hmm. Especially
Danny Myers lately. And then Rum Nitty almost would have to have like a full year of fucking up for me to be like, all right, it's over for that nigga. Like he's almost what I want Twerk to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think he's ever stumbled once. Mm-hmm. I can't recall him ever having a clear loss. Mm-hmm. Like once he got good, he stayed good and only got better.
The only loss I could think of from him off the top of my head was Reed Dollars. And it felt like he wasn't trying that bad.
Yeah. Yeah. In no disrespect, it was against Reed Dollars, who, you know, hadn't had the best, at least in the new age. I don't think he had the best reputation, but Reed has gotten a lot better.
Yeah. That was the battle where I was like, you know what, Reed, he actually getting it.
Yeah, Reed came to play that day, and, you know, hey, players fuck up too.
Yeah, players fuck up too.
You know
and then the only debatable I could think of was Nitty's battle against Sirius Jones. That was very debatable.
And Sirius Jones is one of them. He's one of them that's just, well, I don't know what you can say about him. He's unexpected.
Yeah.
You know, he's unexpected with the skill.
Because that was Sirius Jones' first battle back after he got out of jail and stuff. And niggas didn't know I didn't know he was going to do that good.
Yeah, because he's no disrespect. I don't think, I'm going to say nobody thought he was that good because he niggas really gave him respect when he murdered Jin. Mm-hmm. And then he got like he went straight from Jin to Mook. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he was always well respected, but I never felt like he was that, no pun intended, that serious of a rapper. But when he came back,
Sirius Jones lately since he got out, he nice with it, bro.
Sirius Jones not trying to go back. Sirius not trying to go back to jail. Jones is my favorite Sirius Jones.
Yeah, that nigga's good. We ain't seen him in a minute, but he good.
Yeah, as long as he don't go back to pimping, we good. You know what I mean?
Hope not.
Yeah, because he good. That boy good. But yeah, whatever scale, I think Haymakers, both 4s.
Okay.
You know,
I gave them both 5s. I'm not, because like I know what you're saying, and like they're so good that it's kind of hard for them to impress you at this point. So I'm trying to be realistic with my expectations and be like, if they was battling anybody but each other, this would be a crazy performance.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I have to still give them the 5s that they earned for these 3 rounds of straight heat.
I'm not mad at that.
So I give them both 5s.
I'm not mad at
Zone.
that. Zone. Now I do feel like these two were comfortable in this zone, but then I also feel like they weren't like in their best. Like I said, I feel like they weren't trying to kill one another. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like while the battle was still good, it could have been amazing because I just didn't feel that hunger.
Are you just saying that because niggas wasn't aggressive, they can't get 5s? That's what it sounds like has been your reasoning for all these 4s you've been giving out of his. Niggas wasn't aggressive. Nobody felt like they wanted to actually stab somebody, so I couldn't give them a 5.
I mean, maybe because because
there was no bumps or nothing. There was niggas was too cheerful for you.
Maybe
do you need niggas to not like each other?
If Danny Myers gave me one the God, then maybe I would have got it. But I didn't even get that. He was just Bar God then. He wasn't the God. He was just Bar God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bar God is like KO Ken to him right now. The God is Super Saiyan. Or the Bar God is Super Saiyan and the God is like, blue hair. Because I ain't gonna lie, all this Dragon Ball Z shit done lost me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it'd be a lot of episodes, and I just can't catch up with shows like that. Like y'all niggas watch shows, these freaking grown shows. They be having 12 episodes, and that's the whole season. These animes be what 12 episodes? Nigga, we just getting started, my nigga. You ever heard of One Piece, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? We about to get to 1,000, my nigga. We got hella stories on deck. You know, how much stronger can Luffy get, my nigga?
So yeah, Zone. I'm pretty sure you're gonna say you gave them both 4s.
I did give, in fact, them both 4s.
Yeah. So that means that 4 times 4, you give them both 16s.
I gave them a sweet 16. You feel me?
I gave them both 5s on Zone. I saw nothing wrong with their performances. They had 3 solid rounds. Even though Danny Myers' round was long as fuck. First round, it was entirely too long of a round, but it is what it is. I gave them both 5s for Zone. That gives them both 19s, which is an A.
I gave them both 16s. You feel me? Good battle, good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Great shorts.
Do you got any bars?
Nah, I ain't write down no bars for this one. I might start cutting out the bars, and I'm just gonna do the bars when I feel like it. Honestly.
Damn, you didn't even like the bars enough to do them. That's crazy. That's how I know he hated this battle, y'all.
Nah, I just had mad shit going on, and
that's how I know he hated the battle, y'all. This nigga said a battle of Danny Myers and Rum Nitty. Well, he couldn't find out one bar he wanted to write down from the bar guy.
Not that I couldn't. I just was watching this shit while driving and doing shit. I wasn't about to risk my life trying to write down these bars. You know what I mean? So, I was watching this battle while doing shit. I had shit going on. If I was just sitting down, I would have probably got some bars off. But we'll get some bars when we get to them. You know what I mean? But if you want bars, all you gotta do is just watch the battle. You know what I mean? Danny Myers, Rum Nitty. Check it on the app. Smash your pay us one day.
Talk again.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's working now. Your mic be cutting in and out sometimes.
It's the life I live. You know what I'm saying? It's the life I chose. Money, hoes, and clothes.
Artist of the week.
This time, so I got a 3-way. Pause. I'm gonna give this to Young Blue, or just now he's known as Blue. I've been in a bag trying to figure out, I've been trying to make more like not pop hits, but more, R&B friendly type records. And one joint I've really been feeling is the joint he has called Baddest, which samples one of my favorite songs ever in life, SWV, You're Always on My Mind. And for years as a producer, I've been like, yo, how do I sample this joint and make it sound fire? I made a beat to it years ago. It was cool in the moment, but I don't think it would translate well today. But, of course, fucking Youngberg, fucking Hitmaker. The master of taking a freaking old school sample and making a beat out of it. He did that shit justice. And then, you throw Chris Brown on the hook, you give 2 Chainz a verse, you bound to have a bop. So I've been having that shit on repeat. And I'll even give a Chris Brown Artist of the Week. He dropped a new album called Breezy. I haven't even listened to it yet, but I've been stuck on.
How many songs are on it?
This one's only 23.
Oh, only 23.
Only 23. Yeah. Oh, because he'll drop a quick 46.
I know.
And then have a deluxe that'll go to 57.
Yeah.
Easily. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what's prompting you rappers to do that now. Y'all niggas is really dropping deluxes that really be whole other tapes. And while I'm not mad at it, I'm definitely happy for it because Lil Durk did that shit. That's my other artist of the week, Lil Durk. He definitely dropped a deluxe to his shit, and that shit is a whole nother 12 tracks. That's a whole nother album, and I'm sure the streets love it. But I just want to give that credit to G Herbo because G Herbo was the first nigga I knew, consecutively, to drop albums and have a deluxe that has so many tracks. It's not even damn near a whole nother tape. It's really a whole nother tape. He'll drop a good like a 16, 18 track album and then have a deluxe, and the deluxe will be another 14 tracks. You know what I'm saying? So I want credit to go where credit's due, and I feel like G Herbo deserves that credit for you niggas doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But Lil Durk, Chris Brown, and Blue are my artists of the week.
I feel you. That's a good list
For sure.
My artist of the week. I'm gonna keep it simple.
Mariah Carey.
No, nigga, this isn't a fantasy. My artist of the week is Childish Gambino.
You ain't even gotta say nothing else. This podcast respect that nigga.
Oh yeah.
You ain't even gotta explain it.
I don't know.
Nigga,
I don't.
Shit, why not?
I don't gotta say shit else.
I will say shit else, nigga.
I will say I've been listening to him. I've been binging him a bunch because I'm supposed to be featured on Jay Burrito's podcast, Jukebox 2. Apparently, it's a 10-year anniversary of royalty, so he wanted to do an episode doing a deep dive on royalty. And I'm like, nigga, I don't think you understand. I love Childish Gambino's music. I was the perfect nigga to ask.
Shout out Jay Burrito. That's a cool dude. I've been following him on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cool dude.
Word.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, Childish Gambino's my artist of the week, and then
I'm about to find a way to hop on some of his podcasts too. See what he be talking about.
He'll let you do it. And then be on the lookout for the episode of Jukebox 2 featuring me. Probably gonna be out sometime this week. The same week this episode came out. Look that shit up.
For sure. We out here. Well, he out here. He out here.
Yeah, I'm out here. That's all I had to say. Anyway, I'm out here, but where are you?
You can find me, you know what I'm saying, at SAYQUAND on most of my social media platforms. I got in the past few weeks. The niggas got my motherfucking Instagram. So now it is no longer Saquon D for the Instagram. It is Saquon on the beat. If I need to spell it, it is SAYQUANDABEAT. I struggled midway through that. But yeah, Saquon on the beat.
You always did have trouble spelling your own name. I understand.
This is what I do, you know what I'm saying? We can't all be Aquila. But so you can find me on there, and the beats, at least the beat starts still the same. They ain't hacked that shit, bitch ass niggas. It's still SAYQUAN.beatstars.com. You know what I'm saying? Holler at me for beats. Still loading beat on my Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get it back up. You know what I mean? I'm at 40 followers, so we doing it real big. You know what I'm saying? Small room tings, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, we doing what it is. But where can they find you at?
If you want to talk to me, someone who still has the original social medias, you can hit me up on all my platforms, which are the exact same.
That's a foul individual right there.
All my socials are the same.
That's a foul individual.
Because ain't nobody get me. Hey, your boy's still solid over here. Ain't nobody get me like they got this nigga. Talk to me. Hit me up. Now Bloodbath on everything. Not just on everything. They all the same. In case you forgot, what's his name on this? It's the same as all the other ones. Because I ain't get got.
Niggas sound like Marshawn Lynch. He's like, hey, one day I'm going to get got. But before I get got, I'm going to get it. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And niggas understood exactly what that nigga was talking about. But I love Marshawn Lynch. That nigga is just such a real nigga that's like, you fuck with him. Like, you fuck with him, you feel him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything he says, you believe it.
Yeah.
Everything he says. Either you believe it or because he says it with so much conviction, you just have to listen to him. I remember all the clips of when he was on that episode of Man vs. Wild. He was out there with Bear Grylls and Wild. And he was just like, we gonna keep doing all this? I have to see what your hands is about first. That's a
real. That nigga has no fear asking the real ass questions.
No fear in his heart at all, bro.
I love seeing Marshawn Lynch because he just reminds me of a nigga that is so hood that like if it wasn't for this, he would have definitely died in the streets. Mm-hmm. And like now, I feel like he knows that. So now that he was lucky enough to have his talent, or blessed enough to work hard and have his talent provide a new life for him, he's just having fun with life. You know what I'm saying? And staying out of trouble. I love to see that shit. I wish more niggas would do that shit. Like some of you niggas that really are from where you say you are, and then you get an opportunity, Don't keep on trying to be tough. You know what I'm saying? Once you get out of there, like, yo, keep living, my nigga. Experience life. You know what I'm saying? Try some new shit. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
Shout out to Marshawn Lynch, man.
yeah.
And I don't even watch football.
You don't.
So that's why I really fuck with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
That's gonna do it for this episode of Hold It Down podcast. We came, we saw, we conquered.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you want to add Quan before I close this out?
Stop slurping niggas, dog.
I think you should all take his advice to heart and stop doing that.
You know what I'm saying? Cut the slurping out, all right? Leave it to your girl.
Sure, unless you like to slurp it. If that's your thing, do what you gotta do, player. We don't judge you here. But
Well, leave it to your partner. Let me say it that way. Leave it to your partner.
Sure. But after you get that good slurp, remember to tell a friend to tell a friend.
And tell a bitch to tell a hoe.
Remember to stop and hold it down.
Make sure it's really wet when you slurping.
Hey, yo.